we're going to get into our final episode. For the last time ever, let's begin the episode. 4 years ago, we shared a bed in South Africa. I got a little drunk, drank water from a vase, and you thought, who the hell is this blonde boy?
Oh my God, I think I'm going to be sick. I love you.
I love you too. Wow, what a year.
What a week.
No,
It's not been a year.
Wow, what a year.
What a week.
No, it was a great week, but wow.
Wow, what a year. We had COVID. We had a lot of presidents. No, delete.
Yeah. It has been...
It's been a roller coaster.
There's been some highs.
There's been some serious lows.
There's been some arguments.
There's been some big arguments. There's been some tears.
There's been some tears.
And there's been a couple. We had some serious blues.
We had some wedding blues.
Blue boy.
Wedding blues is a serious thing, honey.
Yeah, we actually felt depressed. Well, I actually think I got COVID from the wedding or some form of illness from various people who sauntered around going, "Oh, God, I've got COVID, but don't worry, I'm still coming." I was like,
some of the guests. Yeah.
Come see me the day before. Can't wait to just be dying on my wedding day.
What was your favourite moment of the whole wedding?
Your speech.
Well, that's
Your speech.
How do you say that, sister? Because we have something coming up for you. What else do you like about the wedding?
The band was incredible.
Yeah, ALR Music shout out.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't think I had one drink because I couldn't move an inch without. Oh, Penny B is calling me. Your mother.
She just phoned me as well.
Oh, what's that about? And your dad called me.
Really?
Oh, scary.
Hold on, let's phone my mum really quick. Hold on a second. Imagine if it's something serious. It won't be.
Jump Potty,
Yeah?
I want to know how Sophie is.
Oh, she's okay.
Penny, I'm okay.
She's okay, Mama. So we're just recording a podcast.
If anyone put me on the stage one more time, I was about to kick them in the teeth. I was like, please stop. Get on the stage, Sophie. I was like, no, I can't dance. And my cousin Will I get straight off the stage and he was like, you're really sick of dancing. You need some dance lessons. And I was like, perfect. I've been out there for 20 minutes trying to dance my little body away.
I had my favourite moment was we changed the first dance last minute. I watched the Ed Sheeran documentary. And in the Ed Sheeran documentary, his song, Perfect, I found a girl for me. Just dive right in and follow my knees.
Why are you like...
I'm just a girl,
why you
boy.
doing country music?
Anyway, I watched the Ed Sheeran documentary and that he said that was about his wife and he said it's because I found someone who's so perfect to me. And I went, well, that has to be our first song.
What was it gonna be?
It was going to be At Last.
No, that would have been waltzing round. I would have had to... You know, I did dance. I did dance lessons with my dad.
Yeah,
before.
I know, it's phenomenal. But we just did this dance and the Ed Sheeran's Perfect came on and it was just the most amazing thing. And everyone was just on the dance floor singing it, screaming it on the dance floor.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing.
That was insane.
No one got off the dance floor. I did a little dance with my dad. That was pretty special.
That was so special. We were on shoulders and we kissed each other in the crowd. We did. I'm going to put it like they were a group of fans. It was our friends.
Also, I felt so bad for your cousin Geordie on his shoulders. I was like, you can put me down now if you want. I've been on them for about an hour. I was like, he's probably literally like, get off.
I'm going to put it out there.
What, sister?
It's the greatest wedding I've ever been to, and it was our wedding. It's the greatest wedding I've ever been to.
I wish I was a guest.
I know.
No, only because... It was so great.
I just want to give details, guys. Okay, Tally Hackett, our great friend, Tally Gilbert, came on the podcast with her Think Pinky Studios. Every single person had a little perm on their placemat, and everyone loved that. That was incredible.
I truly think that made so many people, like, that warmed their heart. Like, my Uncle Robert said he's going to frame his, and that, like, he truly was, like, choked, and he doesn't get emotional.
Emily Blackwell's boyfriend, who I've only met a couple of, Jordan.
Well, you really knew a lot about him.
I knew, for some reason, I know a lot about people. I remember weird things, like the weirdest stuff. He told me once, I've met him twice. Or twice, maybe?
Sorry, but he's an absolute legend.
He's a legend. I met him twice. he said to me once that on Mondays he always juices. I put that in the perm. He told me as a passing comment ages ago, and I remembered it. And he was like, he came up to me and he couldn't believe that I had remembered it. He couldn't believe it.
By the way, I took credit for all of it. I was like, yeah, it took me so long doing all this.
You didn't.
No, Tally, they know it was you.
But everything, honey, and I'm just so excited about it. Like the canapes, the fact that we had delicious croquettes and prawns.
Sorry, the amount of food that went to waste makes my heart sink.
Yeah,
like,
but I think-
honestly, I cannot.
It was amazing, and we
Did anyone have a sherry? That was a whole sherry bar.
we had we had Kurt, who was our celebrant. Celebrant? I get it wrong every time.
Celebrant.
Whatever the fuck he's called. Anyway.
Wait. Let me just talk to you about this. So we got told to do I said I really wanted to keep it short. You know what I'm like? I get nervous standing on stage. We were literally on like a pedestal with a million people watching. I was about to buckle at the knees. And we got told, look, please, it's going to be 5 minutes unless you say something nice about each other. So I got told to give 4 bullet points about Jamie. Jamie wrote a bloody paragraph.
Yeah, I elaborated.
So what did I do? 4 bullet points, looking like the cold hard bitch I am. And you gave a paragraph about how much you love me and your parents. Again, I was given 3 bullet points about my parents.
I'm going to read the ones about my mum and dad because I just think it's so lovely. This is what was read out at our ceremony in the wedding. And...
Well, I don't know what I was
Well, I'm going to read... It's okay, you said some lovely things, but mine was a home run, honey. My mum and dad cried. I'm going to read it to you. Mum. Where do I even begin? You have sat through church services, sat on sidelines, been hit by a white van, sat in hospitals, picked up my clothes and defended me at all times. Your life has been spent looking after your kids and reminding us each day how proud you are of us. But I think it's our time to say how proud we are to be your kids. You're the greatest mother one could ask for. I was told the quote that sums it up perfectly. To the world, you are a mother, but to your family, you are the world. We love you.
No, this isn't fair because I don't remember.
Do you want to
what I
hear my
said
dad's
about-
one?
No, this
Well, I'm
isn't
gonna
fair.
read it to
My
you.
parents need a shout too.
I'm going to read it to you. Dad, where on earth would we be without you? Literally, we wouldn't be here. Funny joke.
Ha ha ha.
You are the person that is never judged. Whatever path I have taken or chosen to do, you have encouraged it. You have never stopped me from filling my dreams, always filling me with the confidence to do so. You might not remember, but once I sent you a message saying what a great father you were. You replied saying, I'm the lucky one to have a son like you. It's a message I have and will never forget. We couldn't love you more.
Sorry, that's upset me because now my parents aren't getting the shout. They
are. Your parents are the coolest. Do you know what's so great? Listen, we can just keep, because we've got to get on with this episode because there is so much to cover and things like that. But honestly...
Are you going to ever let me speak?
No, I don't think so. Not today.
Right, okay, well, it's about me. So we decided to do it at 6 p.m. because my dad he's a big old guy and he really, really couldn't bear the thought of it being any early because he was like, I'm not walking out that aisle sweating. So 6 p.m. came. I woke up at 7. I felt 7 a.m. I was shaking in my boots. You and your ushers would not get out the villa. I was like, chop, chop, chip, chop.
We had to leave the villa at 11 a.m. in the morning.
Should have left at 7.
Well, where would we go?
Your mother's villa. Okay. I was quaking. When I say, guys, you're like this. And I kept...
Good for a podcast, that.
When I say my hands were shaking, they were so clammy. And I was the last person to get ready. So I just had to watch everyone. I was just pacing around. And then by the time it was like 5, I was like, right, we've got to go. I got in my dress. Dad walked down the stairs for everyone to see me. My dad cried. It was very sweet. I wrote all my bridesmaids' letters and my dad letters. And it was very emotional.
It's amazing.
And then we get in the car. And I'm like, right, let's go. And no one had arrived. So I had to drive around the roundabout for an hour. I was like, and I couldn't move because if you see my dress, it's pretty bloody tight. And if you saw my veil, it's pretty bloody long. And I was like this in the car, neck crooked, so the veil wasn't pulling out my bun. And my dad just kept going, so when do you think, so what time's the first call's going? And I was like, Dad, no talking. And then I finally got to come in.
You were freaking out. You were so nervous.
I actually genuinely thought I was going to faint. Like
you squeezed my hand on the stage and went, I can't, I'm so hot.
No, but the thing is, because the sun was burning in my eyes, and I can't even explain going up those stairs. It was just so many people. It was so overwhelming. Like I'm not that much of a nervous person, but I actually genuinely thought I was going to faint.
I was okay.
Well,
Jamie, you weren't okay. tears.
Oh yeah, I was crying a lot.
I cried a lot throughout the day. And also,
No, you did. Did you?
when I say my hands, if you close them, you would have filled a whole bottle of water. Like that, I was like, Dad, please stop holding my hand because they were so sweaty. It was disgusting. And then we walked up the steps in that little dress of mine. Oh, that wasn't easy, was it?
Oh, it was just amazing. And then
we were on a pedestal. I know you like to be on stage, but you know I'm not as confident as you. And I was like, it's that tight little dress of mine as well. Heavy little veil yanking my head back.
I know. I just loved every single minute. And we had these long tables round a water fountain, which was just amazing, where everyone sat when we had the dinner. I mean, look, we can go on, but I tell you what, I want to say it couldn't have been better. It was the greatest day ever. And to anyone who is getting married and has listened to this podcast, the cheesy line is remember to drink it in because it goes by in a flash. It's impossible to hold on to it.
It goes by so quickly, and you look back at the videos and that was just so wonderful and how it's done.
Yeah, so we're going to get into our final episode of being NearlyWeds. And like, hey, who knows what the future is going to hold? Who knows?
It could be
the end.
divorce.
No, it's not going to be divorce. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows if you'll ever see our faces again?
Yeah, who knows? But I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, but
say it one more time.
For potentially the last time ever, but it might not be. Could change the name, who knows? But potentially for the last time ever, let's begin the episode.
Hello, and welcome back to NearlyWeds.
Hi guys, how are you? Now we have a very special episode today. Producer Jack has been working endlessly. Who also shout out to the whole team: Jemima, producer Jack, Jamie G, videographer, for being at the wedding and just knocking everything out the park and just being what a great team. You haven't even listened to the episode when the team were on the podcast.
I know I need to listen it, but mostly because, guys, the weather was shocking. And these guys planted sausages for us.
Jack, as the rumour is, so tell us what happened.
I thought you were joking when we recorded it before. There were quite literally thunderstorms
Yeah.
the day before the wedding.
Yeah.
And so we thought it would be wise to plant a sausage. So we went out, bought a sausage. The first shop was closed because all shops are closed on Friday, Sausage Grande. So we had to find this other off license, bought a sausage, cooked it, buried it. What happened on the wedding day?
Blazing sunshine.
Blazing sunshine.
The only day.
The
Literally.
only day.
What happened the day after the wedding?
Rain.
Thunderstorms. Our flight got cancelled.
Because of thunderstorms.
we had to get a taxi, £200. That's on you. Sorry about that.
Sweet.
to Malaga.
And get another flight.
We had to stay at a horrible hotel. That's also a new Ibis budget. Big up. I shared a bed with Jamie. We tried to cut costs. And then got the flight the next day.
What the hell? And you could have come to the
You could have
pool
come to the pool party. Why didn't you come to that?
Because we had an episode to edit.
Oh, that's true.
So just me with the laptop on the pool side. So can you keep it down?
Oh my God. Guys, you're incredible. Did you video planting the sausage?
Yeah.
No way.
What type of sausage was it? A Spanish
It was
one?
a fat one. I don't know what
Did
it
you
was.
actually video it?
Yeah, we put it on our stories.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
Yeah,
well
you were
done.
too busy pieing.
Oh, that's it. I was too busy.
He was
all
too
over
busy
the place.
breaking down.
Breaking down, baby. Hey, okay. Producer Jack, you have created a wonderful episode for us today. We are going to get into it, and I think you want to kick it off with something special, right?
Yeah, we've got 2 long bits of audio, but the first one to play is from the best man and woman. Do you want to intro it into it?
Okay, guys. We had some speeches throughout the night. Patrick, my father-in-law, gave one. I gave a groom speech, and my 2 my best friends, Georgie and Toby, also gave a speech. And here it is.
Can I just blow my nose?
Coming up next, very exciting
Spencer.
joint best man speech. Georgie LaRue, Toby Wilkinson.
Welcome everyone to Jamie and Sophie's wedding, the Spanish edition. This is the fun one. The first one was a small gathering on the steps of Chelsea Town Hall where Jamie invited only his closest paparazzi.
Or anyone but Spencer, really.
The problem with writing a speech about Jamie is that nothing's a secret. I think we can all agree that Jamie is not a private person. He's laid bare for us all to see. He's actually downloadable via numerous different formats: TV, radio, podcasts, even a book, which FYI is on sale for £1.97 at the moment while stocks last. Now, it might be a surprise to everyone that he studied drama, especially given how incredible he was at every single sport that existed. How he was Radley's greatest ever sports scholar, the fastest man alive. So keen to prove this, he was often found challenging people to a post-Raffles running race down the King's Road, not always fully clothed.
For those of you who didn't know him back then, his name was Jamie Laing, not Jamie Lang, Spencer. This one back. They had to change the mics. His hairline was much more like mine. And those Cuban heels he's wearing tonight to make himself seem a little taller, they were more All Saints than Saint Laurent. And given he was arrested for shoplifting in Boots, he certainly wasn't living up to being the heir to the McVitie's fortune. But the biggest change about Jamie now versus then is, despite him getting older, the skin on his face seems to be getting smoother and tighter. Now, Jamie swears blind he's never had Botox or any sort of cosmetic surgery. So I suppose we'll have to take his word for it. It's not as if Jamie ever lies. In fact, Jamie's sworn on his parents' lives so many times, it's a miracle they're all here.
On the topic of fibs and fillers, made in Chelsea, how could we not mention it? We remember the day Jamie told us he was going on the show. We tried to warn him that some of his character traits could make this a high-risk decision. An unreliable, posh party boy, prone to the odd porky pie. What could possibly go wrong? Well, it turns out an awful lot. About 22 seasons were. As Jamie's celeb status grew, so did his busy schedule. We imagine that almost everyone here tonight, at one time or another, has had a plan with Jamie, only to find out he's got 3 other plans that evening. He is the original yes man. We've been on numerous holidays with Jamie, and until his stag, he'd never arrived or left at the time originally planned. And it's genuinely a huge relief he's made it here tonight.
But what's most frustrating about this trait of his is it's also what makes him so special. The only reason it was such a disappointment when he arrived late, left early, or didn't show at all was because every party, holiday, whatever, was always a brighter, funnier, and more joyful occasion for his presence. And what I would say is you can do anything you want if you can convince the great British public that you're a good dancer.
But we all know the real reason why MIC was the best decision ever. And it's because he met the wonderful, incredible Sophie, who looks beyond beautiful this evening.
Hear, hear.
What's abundantly clear is that the acceleration of Jamie's career perfectly coincides with him and Sophie settling down together. No one can question how great a success NearlyWeds has been. Success that's driven by your mutual talent, your immense chemistry and connection, and your shared sense of humour. In Sophie, you found someone who's even more popular with the fans than you are. And together, you're a real power couple. 2 people with an intense love of beauty treatments, the finer things in life, living life to the full and having a good time. And finally, Jamie has met someone who leaves parties even later than he does.
She never leaves, that's the problem.
Your generosity of spirit is unparalleled. Not only do you light up every room you walk into, but you also have the most incredible gift of making everyone in that room feel brighter. These are special qualities that Sophie also has. He is enormously supportive and believes so much in his friends. It's something I'll never take for granted in our friendship, and what makes you so unbelievably special.
So to finish, Jamie, this is to you, our friend, someone we couldn't be prouder of. And to you and Sophie, we wish you the happiest of futures. Keep making each other laugh through those good times and the bad. Please, would everyone be upstanding and raise a glass to the very special, very incredible Mr. and Mrs. Laing. Not Laing, Laing.
What the hell's wrong with me?
What the hell is wrong with me? I've heard it before.
Fucking music, Jack.
Oh my God, I cried the first time. I cried even more that time.
Oh my God, that is just insane.
Let's go into the next one.
I don't think I can, Jack.
What is the next
Okay.
Jamie G, play it.
Hey, I'm Sean Stafford. I'm good friends with Jamie, and I've trained both Jamie and Sophie to get them ready for their big day. We have just finished dinner, cut the cake, had the first dance, and now everybody is cutting loose.
And how's Jamie looking today? Come on, you've seen the abs probably more than most people.
He's looking amazing. To be honest, he's been on such good form all day. His speech was incredible. There was not a dry eye in the house. All I'm looking forward to now is the pool party tomorrow, where he can finally get to show off the six-pack he's been working on for the last year.
Hello, I am Oti Mabuse, and this is my wonderful husband.
Hi, guys.
What's your name?
Oh, Marius, my name, yes. No,
It's been a long night. I think coming in, we didn't know what to expect. We kind of got in late, really late. We arrived just after Sophie in the car, but then they stopped and then they hit her and then we went past her and then we got the best seats. We were right at the front.
Amazing.
Right at the front.
So you snuck past, you didn't notice?
Didn't notice, didn't see her at all. Then she came out, we all cried, and then got to know the entire family, all of them. Because people know I'm a dancer, everyone's gonna wanna dance with me. I'm gonna leave as soon as people start dancing.
Has anyone asked yet?
Well, they pre-asked, and I was like, yeah. But I know as soon as, I'm out. I don't want to be touched. I don't want to touch any of you.
How would you rate the first dance out of the first dances you've seen?
Oh, no, that was really sweet. They just rocked from side to side, and I love that it wasn't just their dance. Their parents came on, and everybody joined. The whole wedding party came on. I really like that. My favorite part, I have to say, is the buffet. Dessert buffet. I went a bit nuts over there.
Tell me, what have you had?
I've had watermelon. Okay, my version of nuts.
Yeah.
I was like, watermelon, blueberries, pineapples.
there was some amazing cakes. Oh my God, yeah, white chocolate, dark chocolate, middle, everything. Like fruits mixed, strawberries with chocolate, oh my God.
Hi, I'm Ollie Locke, and I know Sophie and Jamie through that small show called Made in Chelsea. Well, yeah, I knew Jamie before because he fancied me in Portugal. He always said I was the cool one. Turns out he's probably the cool one.
And what was it like seeing Jamie marry Sophie instead of yourself?
It's difficult for him more than me, but it's nice to see him happy now. We certainly had some tears at some point. I saw Jamie look at me during the speech and really remember that I should have been there, really, but I'm pleased for him. Yeah, that's certainly tears in some manner. Some of the speeches certainly got me wet. All of Made in Chelsea were all together, basically on the table with the staff. It's very nice. Couldn't be further away from him. It's very nice for him to.
I think that was tactical.
Very much so. It's nice to see that his colleagues and friends are everywhere around him, and then suddenly we're stuck in the fucking corner. And also, everyone else had salmon. We had chicken.
That's what we had. That was the staff meal.
It was a very nice chicken. It's like a sea bass cheddar side in here. The amount of sea bass that fucking got murdered today. Hundreds of the fuckers.
Was there any moments today that stood out to you? Anything that you'll remember?
No, it's a shithole. It was heaven. I must admit, when you walked in, it was spectacular, I must admit. I mean, I got married in the Natural History Museum. It was pretty fucking amazing, but this is a close fourth or fifth. It was all right. I've enjoyed it in lots of ways. As a married man, I would say, well, don't do it, but that's fucking late, isn't it? I have absolutely no advice whatsoever. I'm shit at marriage. I need to shag more. If my husband was here right now, he'd be like, oh yeah, because you don't give out as much. Like, I don't. I rarely give out. So when Sophie says no, go, all right, darling, come on, let's really negotiate on this and let's make it a yearly plan if you can. Very nice to do it once a year, and that's a really special time. She might grimace, but at that point you move forward, lie back and think of England.
My name is Penny Baines and I'm Jamie's mum. Today has been emotional. It's been quite a long day because Jamie was literally flying high and with anxiety and panic. And so we had a lot of calming him down, calming my daughter down because she was going to do the poem. So I'm just really glad it's all gone so perfectly.
And the speech, let's talk about the speech quickly. A big dedication to you and unbelievably emotional from Jamie.
But Jamie has always been high emotion. And I've always said two things about Jamie. One, when Jamie walks in the room, the lights go on. He has so much love to give. And I've been the lucky recipient of all that love, all of his life. It was hugely emotional because he said such lovely things. So mainly I cried through the whole of his speech.
Mama, Mumsy, Penny, my true rock mum. Mum, I don't think I have enough time to express the love for you. You always have put your kids first, and even though everyone knows I'm your favorite, you don't make it too obvious. It hasn't been the easiest road for you. Breaking into flats, throwing parties, you thinking I was a drug dealer at one point, getting arrested in Peterborough, me phoning you up and asking what a Maringe Tower was, only to find out it was a meringue. Or getting my A-level results, doing my retakes, and then getting worse than before. Mama, your love for me is the one thing I have never questioned, and I couldn't ask for a better mum. Dad, Nick, Nikolaevich, Papa, your unconditional kindness towards others, your unjudging attitude towards people in life, and your ability to pay school fees for 42 years is unbelievable. Again, I haven't been the easiest for you, but you were patient and always gave me the greatest advice. When I decided to marry Sophie, I was nervous. You were the first person I told. It was at Radley with George. I quietly and nervously told you. You didn't say any words, you just smiled and hugged me. And that was everything I needed. The love you show Sophie is undeniable, and I couldn't be prouder to be your son.
Just thrilled for them both because it's been quite a build-up and I think quite a lot of anxiety. I think they have a lot of pressure on them from the public perception of them. And so, you're always worried it's not going to be as good as you want, and it's just surpassed every expectation. But what I love most about Jamie is that he never, ever isn't himself. He's always charming, friendly, and he still, to this day, can't believe his luck. We laugh, we go, I keep saying to him, you're not Brad Pitt, And he says, isn't this crazy? People want to talk to me. So I've loved it. I've loved watching his journey. We've had some seriously dead years. We failed to make my 60th birthday dinner. But throughout it all, Jamie's love and his love for me and my love for him is just constant. And I don't think it'll change because I know him inside out and he'll always be a bit of mine.
I ran 76 marathons in the 76 cities of the United Kingdom in 76 days. Yeah, it was crazy, and I just finished a week ago. My name is Joshua Patterson, and I am Jamie Laing's, I think, favourite person from Norfolk ever, because I'm the only person from Norfolk I think he knows, to be honest.
You got a special shout out in the speech.
I'm actually really humbled. That's quite special. Of all the people that were credited there, it took me 76 marathons for him to notice me.
Josh, where are you, buddy?
Josh Patterson, 76 marathons in 76 cities in 76 days, and he's here tonight raising a huge amount of money for Samaritans. Josh, you're incredible, buddy. Fada, I can't see you, but you're amazing. That's an unbelievable feat. There you are, buddy.
Legs are good, body's good, mind's a little bit tired, but I'm so happy to be here. Weirdly, it's things like the wedding today. You have to look forward to things when you're getting back, and this was one of them, and here we are. It's mad.
So you were actually thinking about the wedding when you were doing your runs?
I was actually thinking of the wedding. Like I said, I think the thing is, when you're in a camper van and you're parked in an Asda car park in like Dundee, it's quite bleak. You have to think of things that are positive. And for me, I knew this was going to be such a special day. Jamie is a friend that's so close to my heart, and something really special about seeing the ones closest to you getting married, and getting married to the person that they love more than anything in the world.
Oh, hello. Are we being interviewed? Oh, I like it. Melissa Chatham and
Toby Watkins. I mean, you could do this interview yourself, but I don't need to be here.
Splendid.
So the boys got kicked out of the villa because the girls were doing a full-on 5-hour glam operation. It sounded like there was a lot of anxiety, there was a lot of drama, there was a lot of running around, rushing, panicking, but they all look amazing, so it was worth it.
And then I guess the speeches of like her husband and like her sister and...
Well, I've been to a fair few weddings, but those speeches were 100% the best. Like, it was incredible. It was so great.
So how much did you cry? I cried so much.
And also, it's fine at the wedding when everyone's looking forward, you can kind of get away with a few tears, but then when at dinner, everyone sat opposite you, and I was there like, and it hadn't gone dark at this point, so it was full sunlight, and I was there like, wiping away tears. It was amazing. It was really, really cool.
Very happy tears, but a lot of tears.
And you led the charge with the bridesmaids. You were the first person to walk down, right? What was that like?
I think there was a little bit of a logistical error, if I'm being honest. But I think we went a little bit too early because the wedding planner in front of us told us to go, and the one behind us is like, don't. And we were like, well, what the fuck do we do? We just need to go. So we just went. All I remember is getting up there and turning around and looking for Sophie, and then she was already like there, and I was like, oh my God, she's already there. So I had missed Jamie's reaction because I was getting up there, and then I just turned around and stared at her the whole time, and everyone was talking about Jamie's reaction. I was like, damn, I missed, because I was just staring at Soph, but...
Sophie's your best friend. You've got to stare at her.
I know, I like who else. I mean, she was like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. An angel from heaven above. So I think for me, the dress fitting was probably maybe the most emotional part, because that was when she walked out, and I was like, oh my God, wow, 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 wow. And then they put the veil on her, and then her sister held out the veil at the dress fitting, and the veil, as you guys are going to see, is like quite something. So that was really like it really like hit something. I don't know what it is. Like, and then it happened again today when she walked down the stairs the first time, and her father saw her, and he choked up, and then all of us choked up. And we all loved what we were wearing, which I thought was special and important for us to feel confident and lovely. And like, I love it. I want to wear this dress again. So we were all in the same colour, which was basically white. I was like, very generous of the bride to be like, oh, you guys can like, I want you guys in this. And we were like all basically wearing like this champagne whitish kind of colour.
Don't think she breathed about the top thing.
Hello, my name is Alexander Mitten. My middle name is Louis, and I'm at a wedding. I'm sat next to somebody called...
Emily Laing, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
I'm drinking a coffee, just to let you all know.
How does it feel to see Jamie Laing, one of your best friends, getting married?
I never thought I'd see the day. I certainly didn't think he would get married before me. Jamie like choking up like that. I was like nearly in tears as well. It was a beautiful, beautiful moment. And I remember when they first started dating, in the back of my mind I was like, nah, like I don't think that's going to be a thing. And then like slowly over time I started...
Do you remember what Jamie said to you? Like, do you remember the first conversation where he mentioned, oh, I actually quite like Sophie?
He said, oh my God, there's this girl, I really want to smash her back doors in. I don't know what that means. Is that like something to do with like building and construction or something? I hope he finally gets to do what he said to me when he first mentioned tonight, because I imagine they would have waited until now, being the good, faithful Christians that they are. So hopefully that happens tonight. And but I actually can't remember what he said, because their relationship was obviously born in quite a weird way, so it was all a bit like hush-hush. So it was like one of those loves that weren't supposed to be, and then it just like kind of blossomed. And then it finally clicked with me, and I was like, oh my God, these guys I think are actually going to go like the long term, like this is it. Jamie quivering. Did you see? Like, before she'd arrived, Jay was like up on the stage bit. He had a little like trout mouth going on because I think he was like maybe worrying that she wasn't going to turn up or something. And I could see him quivering and like standing on his tiptoes and looking. I was like, oh my God, this is so cute. And then eventually she arrived because we were all like checking our phones, being like, oh my God, like imagine if she actually doesn't turn up. You're like, that would be a fucking twist. At the end of NearlyWeds podcast, she doesn't turn up to the wedding. Yeah, what are you guys gonna do now? NearlyWeds. No, let's just come up with a word that doesn't exist. Yeah, nowly. Yeah.
Also, Alex, just a quick one. No black tie from you today.
I didn't realise it was black tie. I've been away for a bit. I came back and got here, and I was like, what are you guys wearing tomorrow? I was like, summer suits. They're like, no, it's black tie. I was like, yeah, good one. They're like, no, it is actually black tie. I was like, okay, cool. Well, I don't have that. I've got a black T-shirt, so that's as far as I've gone with the black tie. But I like it. I felt unique today for the first time in a while, so I'm sorry for not having black tie.
Hi, I'm Liv Bentley from Celebs Go Dating and Crime Watch. There are loads of fit older people here. It was a bit like Crazy Rich Asians, as in like it was phenomenal. Did I shed a tear? No, because I was pissed. No, I didn't.
Has there been any gossip or any dirt of tonight that maybe you could share with us?
Oh yeah, I saw Father of the Bride shagging. No, obviously not, I don't know. The night is young, the moon is out. Get your tits, flash them about. They made each other laugh so much. And in South Africa, when they first sort of got it on behind closed doors, they were just so cute together. And I remember Jamie used to giggle like a little schoolgirl, I've seen Jamie in many relationships prior to Sophie, because I knew Jamie when I first joined the show. He was horrible to me, by the way. He was an absolute bellend. But no, with her boo, he was so giggly and sweet. It was so nice. I've never seen him like that, and I've never seen her like that before. And they love anal, so yeah, it was great. Yeah, I'm not sure we can air any of that.
I'm not sure we can air any of that.
Father of the bride. Do I need another introduction? That's it.
Let's talk about that first time when Sophie walked down the stairs at the villa and you saw her in the dress for the first time. What was that like?
Oh, you've nailed me there, Jack. I completely lost control of my emotions. I just tears kept flooding out. She looked so spectacularly stunning. I've never been so emotionally moved as that was that moment. And then on top of that, she gave me a handwritten note about, her feelings for me as a father. So having been knocked sideways emotionally, I then got like a double punch to the chin. I was knocked out. I was gone, completely, utterly gone. She looked like $1 million. She looked absolutely beautiful.
And to walk her down the aisle?
Beautiful. Proudest moment of my life so far. Proudest moment. We were surrounded by all our friends and family and all our loved ones. There was so much warmth and love towards the couple. It was just fantastic.
And the speeches? I mean, you did your own speech. Incredible. It was so lovely.
Well, thank you. I mean, I don't know whether mine was any good or not. I was so nervous. I can't even remember what was said.
Here is Patrick Habu, who makes the rest of us look horrific. Here he is.
In a normal Father of the Bride speech, part of my duty is to introduce half of the bride to half of the people here who don't know her. But who here has not watched their friendship develop and blossom into true love on screen? Who here has not listened to NearlyWeds podcast, which is super successful, although no filter applied? And we all know, certainly more than I wanted to know, about their arguments, anxieties, bowel movements, Jamie's piles. But somehow I feel there was a destiny to their story. And if I may, I'll take you back to Sophie's early days at school. She was always a hugely popular girl, and it's so lovely to see some of her school friends here today. We were catching up earlier. After graduating, Sophie went on a tour around Central and South America with Naomi and Chrissy, who's here tonight as one of the bridesmaids. She came back and we sat down straight away, and she said, "Dad, I've thought about what you told me to do and what I want to do." And she said, I've decided this working thing is not for me. And that's where the sort of destiny part comes in, because she joins Made in Chelsea. But I remember vividly after her first week of filming in Made in Chelsea, Sophie, you were living with me at the time, and Georgia came over for supper one night, and Jamie's name came up. And I remember this absolutely word for word. Sophie said, after 1 week, said, "I love him. He's so funny. I could marry him tomorrow." I truly believe you were meant to be together. Stars aligned, the universe conspired to bring you together, whatever you believe in. But I personally could not be happier that you two are married here together. So to Jamie, a big character with an even bigger heart, welcome to the family. I hope you know what you're getting into. And just so we're absolutely clear, as father of the bride, I operate a strict no returns policy.
If you'd had an x-ray in my stomach, you'd have seen 1,000 butterflies going around. But I thought Jamie's was unbelievable. So from the heart, so romantic. He got some jokes in as well. It was just a genuine expression of who Jamie is and his love for Sophie and for everyone here.
Okay, I want to kick things off. A big thank you. First thank you to the father of the bride. My father-in-law, the biggest DILF, Patrick Haboo. Now, Patrick, I heard there's apparently an Instagram fan account dedicated to you. And also, some people here tonight were actually starstruck meeting you. From the very first time we met, I was welcomed into your arms and into your family's arms, and it was incredible. I remember the very first time that I asked for Sophie's hand in marriage. I said to you I wanted to do a FaceTime, and it was about Christmas. I made a sneaky thing. You were in Spain, I was in London. And I phoned you up, and you were in a completely packed restaurant. And I thought, shit. And I said, "Is this a bad time?" And you went, "No, it's a perfect time," as you drank some wine. And I started to tear up, and you panicked, realizing what I was about to do. And the waiter behind you thought you were breaking up with me. Which was amazing. Your first words were, "Is this a prank?" And Patrick, if it was a prank, wow, we would have been an elaborate one. Patrick, it's true, a daughter knows their true worth when a father loves them. And Patrick, your love for your daughters goes completely beyond. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart to take care of your daughter for the rest of her life. Sarah Wigley, my mother-in-law, I was gonna say MILF, but I thought that was pretty weird. No, I'm not gonna say it. Feels weird. Sarah, like Patrick, the first time I met you, you treated me like a son. We were 5 espresso martinis down. I got very drunk and passed out naked on the bed, which I apologize for. But we bonded from the very beginning. Whether it's me calling you for advice or helping both Sophie and I whenever we need it, you're always there for me and your daughters. You have the kindest heart and are immensely generous. I couldn't be luckier to have you as a mother-in-law. Thank you so much. Georgia Haboo. The coolest sister-in-law anyone could ask for. George, you have been there for me through thick and thin. I'm still yet to meet 2 sisters who talk as much as you do. Honestly, it's remarkable. I don't even know what you talk about, but you do. George, without fail, you put your sister first every single time. You selflessly make sure she's okay before checking yourself, and you've always been there for me. I always joke to you how great it would be if we could be brother and sister, but we can finally say it's true. We're brother and sister, dude. It's amazing. It's unbelievable. And I can't wait to celebrate your wedding with Tom in September. It's going to be amazing. I love you, George. You're incredible.
I have won the Euro Millions on my son-in-laws. I could not wish for two better son-in-laws. I love them to bits, both of them. They're honourable, they're kind, they're funny, they're everything you would want as a father. All my dreams have come true.
I am Verity Bowditch.
My name is Tom Lucy.
And we came here because Tom couldn't be funny. So he said, let's go to the NearlyWeds podcast area and I'll be funny.
I mean, that's kind of true, to be honest.
So in the speech, Jamie mentioned South Africa.
Okay. Lammy bear. My bear. My kitchen sink. My wife. 4 years ago, we shared a bed in South Africa. I got a little drunk, drank water from a vase, and you thought, who the hell is this blonde boy? But who would have thought 4 years later we'd be here together?
You were somewhere in proximity to the room. Can you explain what happened?
So in South Africa, we were all like best friends and they had a room upstairs. I had a room downstairs and then be like, V, come up. So I'd get in the bed with them. Jamie used to put this like sausage video on, this like movie. Like this like movie about sausages.
Porn.
No, like a weird like, ask Jamie. Like this weird sausage thing. Do you know what I mean? Half time we're like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm gonna go. So I rolled outside the bed and went down to my...
When you were all in the bed, were you all under the covers or over the covers?
Under the covers, fully clothed pajamas.
Okay.
No, like nothing was going on.
Nothing was going on.
Yeah.
And did you think something was going on with Sophie and Jamie at this point?
I thought we were like three best friends.
Sausage movie followed by flowers. Flower water.
If you never played that sausage movie, you might not have ever left, and maybe they wouldn't be getting married today.
No, because then we had another like hotel room and we were all in the same bed.
What an intimate relationship you have with Jamie and Sophie. Are you in a throuple?
No.
Are you going to get in bed tonight with the two?
No, I mean, no.
Consummate the marriage.
No.
I'd say there's a cracking sausage movie Jamie's going to play later. I've seen it on the big screen. It's really good stuff. Is any of this usable?
Yeah, so about 20 seconds.
Hi, I'm Ruby. I'm very good friends with Sophie Haboo and with Jamie Laing.
Hello, I'm Sarah McDermott.
Tell me, how's today been?
Truly magical. I mean, we were just looking at the whole setup. It feels like we're in a movie, and I was actually speaking to Patrick, Sophie's dad, earlier, and he was like, it feels like we're in Romeo and Juliet on the set, and I was like, it actually does.
It's like the terracotta building and all the flowers. Kind of feels like you're in like an underwater world almost.
It's like enchanted almost. Like it's just incredible. Like the flowers, the colour scheme. Like I love how they've gone for like colour as well. Like here, like I think so many weddings go quite simple.
Yeah, they've actually gone for a burst of colour, which is so nice.
To see Sophie walking up the aisle, how did it feel?
Emotional, actually.
I think everyone was crying, like genuinely. I think everyone was just shedding a tear. Like it was one of the most beautiful things. And the song, it was just a slow acoustic guitar, wasn't it? It was just so beautiful.
It felt like time had stood still, weirdly. And like, yeah, she looked absolutely stunning. The most perfect bride.
I think what set everyone off though is seeing Jamie started crying. Literally just as he saw the tiniest glimmer of Sophie around the corner, he was already just bawling. Like he couldn't even like face forward because he was crying so much, bless him.
Every speech was amazing, but Jamie's really like hit like a nerve. It was, oh my God, like talk about pressure. Like I don't know how you then do a speech after his.
My best men woman MC, Georgie, Toby, Ollie, Spencer. Guys, I don't know where I'd be without you today. G from downing Jaeger bombs in the Greyhound pub when we were 17 to renting our flat together dressed as a bat and a cat on no sleep. You've always been my partner in crime. Ollie, whether it's me beating you at golf or arguing whether I could hold my breath for 3 minutes, dude, your loyalty is unquestionable and your stamina is undeniable. Tobes, Bubble, our time at Leeds, you have been my confidant, and when I really needed someone, you would echo back to me, which I'll never forget. Boy, we'll go through it together. Spen, the little pug, we've been through it all out the other side. We can fight over stolen goods in New York or argue about my under-10s javelin record, which I still hold. And our friendship remains the same, unique, and something that I always treasure. My brothers and sisters, guys, Tash, Jem, Sandra, Emily, George, guys, you have supported me in everything, in whatever I have done. Whether embarrassed or proud of me, you're always there. Whether it's me phoning you, Sandra, for the 15th time, thinking I have some undiagnosable disease, or Emmy, it's just calling you to have fun and laugh about something we've heard. You guys have always had my back, and I couldn't love you more. And each and every one of you have molded me to the person I am today. You guys are my rock.
Patrick's speech was just something else. I think that there was a lot of talk about how much he loves Sophie, and you can tell he just absolutely adores her and just obsessed with her.
As a father, when you have a child, daughter, son, whatever it is, you have so many aspirations, so many hopes for that child. But above and beyond everything, you want her to be happy. That's it. You just want to be happy. And Jamie, you make my daughter happy. You make her happier than I've ever seen her before. And for that, I will be eternally grateful. On that note, I'd like you all to be upstanding, raise a glass to two people who we all love dearly, the new Mr. and Mrs. Laing.
Seeing everyone come together, it's such a lovely feeling. Like, there's not many times in life where you really celebrate love and family in the way that you do, and it's just been such a special day.
What?
Come on and her dance dress, and she's looking for her husband.
Okay, I'm coming now. I'm coming 1 second. So, it's been the most phenomenal night. It's been the most amazing night. We have done this for a year, and leading up to it, there is quite a lot of pressure and anxiety and adrenaline and so many things. And oh my God, I rarely say this, but I think we knocked it out of the park. And I'm so proud of everyone. I love my wife more than anything. I love my friends more than anything. It's just been the greatest day, and I couldn't be happier. It's phenomenal.
Just quickly, how were the photos? No one was really there for that. How did that go?
Bad at the beginning. Sophie was nervous. Good at the end because I think she had a champagne. And now she's having the best time. And now she's got an outfit change. And my stepmother has asked me to come dance with my wife. I was told to find true love, you must first find a true friend. And I have, without a doubt, found my best friend in you. You look absolutely outrageously beautiful tonight. You look insane. But of course, that was never going to be a shock. People in the street and here tonight are still thinking, how on earth has he done that? And I don't have an answer. I don't know. Luck. I don't know what it is. Sophie, you are the most beautiful person inside and out. You love a gossip, but you never judge. You laugh at my silly jokes and always comfort my insecurities. You're smart and clever in so many more ways than me, but you never praise yourself. You allow me to be center of attention, but we all know who the real star is. But most importantly, you love me for who I am. I always joke that I first realized I was in love with you when you were nearly eaten by a shark. I say shark, it was a barracuda, and I just swam to shore saving myself. But the truth is, Soph, I've always loved you, ever since we first met. I'm constantly asked, every time I ever chat to people, what my greatest achievement is. And I and not really knowing what to say, but I can now say, hand on heart, marrying you is and will be my greatest achievement I ever do. So I wanted to make some promises to you tonight. I promise that we will fight about silly things, but I promise to never go to bed angry. I promise I won't always check to make sure the loo is clean, but I promise I'll be there for whenever you need me. I promise that I will make you irritated with me whether I deserve it or not, but I promise to always try and make you happy. I promise that I will forget dates in the diary, but I promise I'll never forget to put you first. I promise that we will have hard times, and I promise you they will pass. And lastly, I promise that I will love and look after you for the rest of my life.
Such an amazing couple. They're so well suited. They really bring out the best in each other. You know, when you can see people that have it, they're going to go the distance.
Keep making each other laugh.
Yes.
Keep making each other smile.
Have patience, it's gonna get better.
Yes. Happy wife, happy life.
Oh yes, definitely, that's a big one. Go Jamie, you can do it.
He's the love of my life. You are my favourite child secretly, Jamie. Don't tell the others. You know, enjoy. You've got here, we've done it, you're married. Just love each other, and here's to the future.
Oh, we're all so proud of them and so happy for them, and you know, they really are made for one another, and we're just honoured to be a part of their special day.
I think it was so special, like seeing them on Made in Chelsea all those years ago. And I remember their first double date with Sam and I. And then to now, like actually being married and spending the rest of their lives together. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible.
Sophie, I said something about you down there, but you weren't there to hear it. I just want to let you know from the bottom of my heart, you look phenomenal this evening. And we are all so proud and delighted to be part of such a special evening. And Jamie, I am so proud of you and I'm so delighted. I wish you all the best and all the love in the world. Congratulations on an amazing evening.
I love you both so much, and I think you're both incredible and you deserve the absolute world. And you guys are amazing together. Even though you like brother and sister, love you both. Love you.
Guys, both of you, I think you're both fantastic. You're so wonderful. Tonight has been so incredible. Such a demonstration of both your loves, and I wish you all the health and happiness in the world.
Don't put pressure on yourselves. Love is a magical thing, and it's an incredibly tough thing. But I think when you pick the right partner, no matter how many highs and lows you go through, you'll go through them together.
I genuinely think when you see them together, when you see the connection between them, I don't need to wish them good luck. They don't need it. The connection between them, the whole positive vibration between them, they look at each other in the eyes. You can almost feel the love, you can feel the electricity and the fun. You can be beautiful, you can be successful, you can be whatever. Unless you've got that 100% connection, unless you've got that fun aspect to life, you're up against it. But these guys have got it. They're done for life. They're made for life.
I was told a quote, "This too shall pass." It doesn't matter what you're going through, the ups, the downs, the lefts and the rights, it doesn't matter because it always passes. And I've always loved that quote because it helps you through the tough times. But in truth, it's the last thing I want. I feel like the happiest and the luckiest person in the world right now, and I never want that to pass. Sophie, the most unique amazing, awesome person I've ever met, and I feel so unbelievably lucky to be married to you tonight. I can't think of anything better than spending the rest of my life with you. I love you so much.
Oh my God, I think I'm going to be sick.
Oh,
I love you.
I love you too.
I've got to go catch a flight now. I'm going to tell them I'm like a blubbering mess.
We gotta go. Hey, listen. To everyone who has followed our journey and been a part of this podcast for the last year, thank you so much. It's been phenomenal. Everything about it. And we're so lucky because sometimes what happens with these situations is that they pass in time and you forget what happens. But we have it stored not only in our memories, but also literally on podcasts, which is the greatest thing in the world, so we can relive that moment all the time. I want to say thank you to my beautiful wife, Sophie, you're the greatest.
No, you're the greatest.
And I'm so proud of you for everything you've done and got through and everything like that. Proud of our team, Jack, Jemima, Jamie G. You guys, I love our family, I love our friends, and to every single person who's continued to listen to us for the past year, you guys simply rock. We're going to go and take a break now, because emotionally, I'm all over the place. But also, I think we're going to do this. We're going to go on honeymoon. We're going to be away for a few weeks, couple weeks, honeymoon, and just relax and be with each other because we spent so much time doing this, and it's been amazing. But we'll be back with a frickin' bang, baby. So get ready for that.
Love you guys so much.
Anything you want to say?
I just love. I'm so emotional. What's wrong with me?
All right, everybody, we're going to sign off for now. Thank you so much for listening. We won't see you next week, but we'll see you very soon. We love you. Goodbye. Wait, if you're getting married.
Good luck.
If you're getting engaged.
You go do it.
If you're single.
You're so epic.
And if you're just, I don't know.
We love you.
We love you guys. Goodbye.